Good morning, Twin Flame, Twin Soul, Soulmates, Fated Connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for January the 31st, 2020. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the sense of community on our channel. It really warms my heart, and I want to thank you all so much, and I love you all so, so much. As many of you know, I'm a messenger on this journey, and every single day I get signs and syncs that are messages that are delivered to me, which I believe are messages I need to deliver to you. I primarily flip the cards. Sorry, I'm just going to move this because the camera keeps moving. I primarily flip the cards just out of entertainment, pictorial purposes. Everything I do, I'm divinely guided by this and my pen. The cards always resonate with my journal. If I can just show you something here. This is what I've written since May. So yeah, I'm divine. Oh, there's another one there. I'm divinely guided by my pen, and I do everything just strictly out of entertainment purposes. And so I'm going to go over a number of things in the last 24 to 48 hours. Primarily see number sequencing and, animals, birds, whatever it may be. I channel energy, and there's been some crazy things going on in the last 24 to 48 hours. So I'll go over the number sequencing first. I've seen 1111, 1010, 1212, 1313, 717, 555, 222, 333, and 717. Crazy, crazy numbers in the last couple, or actually that's the last 24 hours. I jot all this stuff down as it happens. There's been some crazy things, and again, this stuff just comes on fast and it leaves. So I feel it's worth mentioning, so that's why I write this stuff down. So there was some tooth pain on the right side and the lower right side, and then on the left upper side, if that makes any sense. I don't know where it's coming from. It comes and it goes. It's like a flash and then it goes away, but I think it's worth mentioning. It's fine now. I have no tooth pain, but it was, happening in the last couple of days. There was some chest pain on the right side yesterday. Right ear pain. I don't know where this is coming from. And exhaustion, severe, severe exhaustion. So this is kind of like the physical, things I've been feeling. Again, I don't know if this has to do with the awakening. Many of you are awakening. I didn't see 444, which has been flying out at me lately, so I haven't seen that number. But yeah, there's been extreme exhaustion, and with the awakening, exhaustion and the awakening kind of go hand in hand. You need to rest. And then what else? So I've been feeling there's some missing and some reminiscing. There's been a lot of love mirroring back and forth. For some of you, there's been some self-medicating. I'm not sure what that's about, but I wrote it down. And yes, like I said, the love, the missing, the reminiscing, trust. There's been some trust issues going back and forth. And many of you on this journey are empaths. And empaths are sponges. They take in a lot of negative energy. That could be a result of the exhaustion as well. One song I want to bring to your attention is Live Lightning Crashes. And I feel that some of you might be going through the dark night of the soul, and that your twin can feel you going through the dark night of the soul. And if you're truly on this journey, you will feel each other go through the dark night of the soul. So that's what I have in terms of the energy. And let me just see if there's anything else. No. So if the cards don't come out, I always, I will always embellish with my journal. No 2 days are the same. If the cards come out the same, it's because the message hasn't been heard. And yeah, so I'm going to get started. I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I kind of do what's in the DM's headspace, what are they doing kind of right now, what's going on with them right now. What if the DM could say anything to the DF right now, what would they say? And what's the overall outcome as of now? As you know, we live in the now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. The past is meant to stay in the past. So, keep the past in the past. Don't keep reliving, what you have done to each other. This is such a sacred journey, and it's full of, emotion. It's a roller coaster ride. It's a crazy ride. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. Yeah, there's been a lot of love. going back and forth to, oh, sorry, that fell in my lap. Sorry, I meant to mention that too. There was some anger. I just let the cards fall. If, 3 pages today in my journal. This can't. Oh, sorry, too many. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Always love it. Always resonates. Always resonates. I have the winter card here. I'm in Canada. It's winter. It's January the 31st. Many of you are getting communication or traction in the winter time. That's what I've been saying. Many of you are getting, the communication. You're coming into physical unity. Many of you have already. Just check the traction of the wall on the channel. I get emails every single day. This is happening for many, but it's only going to happen if you know what is entailed on this journey. It's not, I always say this in every single video, it's not the Cinderella story everybody thinks it is. This whole journey is trending out there, and I don't know why, because this is a sacred journey, and there are many things to do on this journey. It's a blessing and it's a gift, but it's a very difficult journey to endeavor. You come in, you wake each other up, and there's many things that you need to do in this journey. Is it a love that's so profound? Absolutely. But this love wakes you up to the world, wakes you up to everything, and there's things required. Totally wrote this down in my journal, totally wrote this down. There's some anger. The divine masculine is feeling some anger from the divine feminine. Anger, frustration kind of go hand in hand. Just be careful what you mirror. This isn't an easy journey. It's natural to get angry. Angry is a secondary emotion. It stems from a primary emotion. Hurt, pain, guilt, shame. Anger is a secondary emotion. Worry. There's so many things that causes this anger, but they're feeling the anger, and I absolutely put that in my journal today, and I don't know where this anger is coming from, but the DM is feeling the anger, but some of them are also angry themselves, and that primarily is a secondary emotion, stems from the hurt, could be from the missing and the reminiscing, but anger is a secondary emotion. Check it out, Google it. Yeah, it stems from something far deeper than that. So there is some anger going on back and forth. Just be careful, because you are connected. You're twin souls. You mirror that energy back and forth. I love it. I love it so much. Just be reminded that anger. It's natural to feel angry sometimes, so don't beat yourself up. Creative, again. The divine masculine, as I said the other day, these cards come out for a reason. They are creative beings. They're geniuses in whatever they do, whether it be musically, artistically, anything, that they put their hands on, they're creative with. And they are actually tapping into their creativity right now. They're doing things that they haven't done in a very, very long time, and that's what you've done, divine feminine or divine masculine. You've come in and you've helped them tap into their creativity. It's been dormant for a while, and you've awakened them. You've awakened them to their creativity, and that's what this journey is about, getting to the best version of you. And they're doing, there's a camera there with a photographer. There could be photographers, influencers, musicians, artists, journalists, writers. There's so many things, but they're tapping into that creative side, and they want to just say thank you very much for coming in and opening me back up creativity, or whatever that word may be. Sorry. Clearing karma. Exactly. This divine masculine is clearing the karma in their life. So this is one of the challenges, or one of the things you have to endeavor on the journey. You have to clear the karma. And it could be anything. It could be abuse. It could be addiction. It could be, I don't know. There's so many things into clearing karma. I primarily think it has to do with like abuse, or addiction, or overworking, overburdening. You have to understand what, you have to look at your family legacy. You have to see what cycles are perpetuating, and you have to break those cycles. It is a lot on this journey, but I can tell you right now, they're clearing the karma. And clearing the karma is such a difficult endeavor on this journey. And many of you have done it. You figured it out. You're like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to break this cycle. I need to break this pattern. And that is what is involved. Tough journey, but the DM is doing it, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I primarily think in this particular collective group, for a lot of the divine masculine, it has to do with some family, maybe some friends, that are toxic. They've been a doormat, they're much of their lives, not in a bad way. They've been giving, and people have been stealing, And sometimes you just have to realize the value of yourself and, stand up for yourself. There's nothing wrong with standing up. Sorry, way too many. Again, if the cards don't come out, I'll embellish. But everything seems to be coming out, as always. I can't believe this is happening. Ugh, it's unreal. Like, these cards keep coming out this week for some reason. And I don't know. So, again, the divine masculine wants to tell you, divine feminine, they're rebirthing, you're rebirthing, you're getting into complete wholeness within yourself. This is what this journey is about. Rebirth. Rebirth within oneself. Getting to a place of self-love, unconditional forgiveness, knowing the value of your self-worth. You are rebirthing. This is so beautiful. And there is a rebirth in this connection if you do the work. Once you evolve through the journey, you just naturally evolve. I'm here as a guide, I'm here as a messenger, I'm here to help you. But as you evolve, you know what I'm talking about. And this rebirth within is so liberating and so blissful, and so you just have this inner sense of, peace, tranquility, harmony within yourself. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it so much. I can't. This has been coming out, and I don't know why. I wrote it in my journal today as well. Divine masculine, divine feminine cards have been coming out all week. And I feel like, some of you are having confusion, you're having doubt about this journey. And these cards come out for a reason. And now the divine masculine wants to tell you he knows that you're the divine feminine. And, he wants to tell you that he knows that. Many are awakening, many have ascended. This is, if you need clarification, this is your journey. But I will say one thing, nobody can tell you that this is your journey except for yourself. That always comes within. You have a sense of intuition, you have a sense of deep knowing, and if this is what your intuition is telling you, trust your gut. I always say trust your gut. Nobody can tell you that this is your journey except for you. But this particular divine masculine knows that you're the divine feminine. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. They know. Love it so much. Exactly. I kind of see these two cards, sorry. I see these two cards together today for some reason. The surrender card and the rebirth card. Once you get to the higher sense of yourself, once you rebirth, once you revitalize that soul, once you become into that spiritual evolution, you just naturally surrender. You surrender it over. It no longer matters. And you just get to a point where you have such tranquility, peace, and balance within yourself that physical unity, believe it or not, it just dissipates because you have that bliss and you have that complete wholeness within. And you just have trust and you have faith in the journey. And you just, like I said, you have this sense of liberation. And it's absolutely, I love it. They kind of go hand in hand. You naturally surrender it. And if you're not surrendering it, just, get to a place of unconditional love and forgiveness. And you will surrender this to the divine, God, whomever it may be, whatever you believe in. Just give it to them and say, you know what? I'm living my life. I'm living la vida loca. And I'm just going to do my thing. And whatever happens will happen. But if you hold on to the obsession and you hold on to being together, that is your block. You won't move forward. So just surrender, be free, liberate yourself. I love it. I love it so much. This came out for a reason. And I feel, again, these cards come out for a reason, for a reason. You see me shuffle them. There's no manipulating them. You're meant to hear the message. Rebirth within. You are the divine feminine, and surrender to the connection. If you don't, you're just going to be a prisoner to it. You know, live, 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 live. Lastly, self-love. This journey is about self-love. The divine masculine is in a place of self-love, unconditional love, forgiveness, learning to love themselves. When you endeavored this journey, there was a lot of insecurity between both energies, divine masculine, divine feminine. Very insecure. You were insecure about oneself, about the love, about everything. The divine masculine didn't think the divine feminine was good enough, or too good for him, sorry, and vice versa. When you endeavor this journey, you are full of insecurity and you have self-worth issues. You come in and, you have this profound, raw, vulnerable love. And it just seems to come and slap you in the face. You don't know where it's coming from. It's meant to happen. You are meant to meet. It's destiny. That's your fate. That's your twin coming in to wake you up. And know the value of your self-worth. And get rid of those insecurities. But there was some definite insecurities in this journey for many of you. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, pack it away. Please do not leave comments on the wall. And do not give me advice on what I should or should not do. If you have advice for me specifically, kindly send me an email. I gladly welcome your feedback. But, sorry, it comes when it's meant to come. Self-love. So you bring each other in and you're raw, you're vulnerable, you're insecure. It is what it is. But the divine masculine is at a place of self-love. And that's where you have to truly get to, is loving yourself unconditionally. And know the value of your, love. And once you self-love, you just become a magnet for love. People just are drawn to people who love themselves. And I love it. I love it so much. Divine feminines, divine masculines, trust, believe. Always trust your gut. Go with what's within. And I said many of you are, on this journey are empaths. Maybe I'll do a video on empaths and how to know if you are one or not. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 cards of the overall energy as of now. Live in the now. Don't let the past or the future rob you of the now. Live, 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 live. So I'm going to give you 4 cards. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels. Why? I can't. Oh, sorry, that's 3. 2 cards, please. Sorry, that's too many. Thank you very much. Oh, that's 2. Sorry, folks. Oh my. Okay, 1 card, please. They're showing off. Okay, no. One more card. One card, please. Thank you very much. Oh, no. It must be a good message. Sorry. I'll manipulate these. Wow. One card, please. I cannot believe this. This doesn't normally happen. Sorry. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you very much. Pretty much everything I've said. Okay. This card keeps coming out as well. Why is that? Why? I think there's still some denial, there's still some confusion, there's still some doubt. With both energies, divine masculine and divine feminine. This isn't an easy endeavor. And the doubt and the denial, it's just part of the journey. But one thing I can say is just trust you, believe, have faith. And, and just endeavor the journey. with peace, harmony, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness. Just, it's difficult. I know it's not easy. Um, and part of the awakening process is also the denial. It's like, what is this? I don't get it. There's no way I should feel this way about somebody. You come to each other for a reason. You're divinely guided together. It's fate. Many of you have crossed paths many times in your life. This is like a love that's been, brewing for decades. And, you finally come in and it's the right time. It's the divine time for you to physically meet. That's when the divine says, okay, these guys are meeting. And then you come, you have this, raw, vulnerable love with zero inhibitions. And then it's like, okay, I'm going to separate you now because you need to go off and heal. So when you come together, you're in the perfect harmony, bliss, peace within. I love it. Ascending, many of you are ascending. You're getting to the higher sense of yourself. Once you get to the higher sense of yourself, you get a state of unconditional love and bliss. And that unconditional love and bliss is the most magical feeling one can feel. Your heart. I can't even explain it and articulate it into words. But if you're on the journey and you're evolving, you know what I'm talking about. It is the most profound, beautiful, I can't even articulate it, in your heart. You just have this bliss every single day. You wake up and you're happy, and so you're just blissful. You have complete wholeness within. I love it. I love it so much. You guys are amazing. You're doing the work. These cards come out for a reason, and I love it. I love it so much. Divine door. I look at this card, and the door is starting to open a little. It's that divine door of love is coming for many of you, and it already has for many of you, and I'm so happy for those of you that have been blessed. But the door is opening, and you're going to have that divine door of love. You're going to have that, you're going to have it. And again, trust, believe, clear the karma, do what is required and get to a place of unconditional love. Loving, unconditionally is giving freely without condition. But this is happening, and I love it. I love it so much. And lastly, this is what's going on now, folks. Divine timing. Everything comes in divine time. I hear something upstairs, man. Sorry. And there's no one here. Divine timing. So everything comes in divine timing, and you just trust in the divine. Trust in, don't lose faith. What is in your heart and what's sacred to you is what's sacred to you. Nobody can take away what's in your heart. And it all comes in divine time, especially when you come in to meet. That is divine coming in. It's stepping in and saying, it's time for you to, and it all happens in divine time. And you have to respect this divine time, and you have to surrender to the divine timing. Once you let it go and just live your life, like I said, la vida loca, and, just do what's good for you, nourish yourself, do what's good for you. It will come. It will absolutely come, and some just get trapped, unfortunately, you just get trapped within, in that prison of always wanting to be with your twin soul. And regrettably, you just won't move forward. So I'm going to give you 4 messages, different messages, I'm going to call it to my guardian angels. Three cards, please. 2 cards, please. Or 1 card, sorry. 1 card, please. Thank you. I love it. I love it so much. My heart's just racing here. Okay. I feel like a ticking time bomb. Probably, I don't know. This is such a tough, difficult journey. It is not easy. it's a roller coaster ride of emotions. That's what I always say. It's kind of my favorite saying. It is not easy. It's tough. And sometimes you feel like you're just going to explode. You're going to explode with love. You're going to explode with anger, frustration, confusion, doubt. There's so much that goes with this journey, and you feel like you're just, a ticking time bomb, and you're going to explode. One thing I will say about this as well is your heart is ticking with oodles and oodles of love. So there's two things here. It's good and it's bad, but it's not meant to be an easy journey. It's not the Cinderella story everybody thinks it is. As I always say, if I had known, I would have ran the other way and screamed for the hills. But it is, you do feel like a ticking time bomb sometimes. I always, sometimes I feel like the heart is ticking, and beating so fast, too. So it's good and bad, just be careful. I love this. I did some research on twin flames. It resonates. Many of the divine masculines and feminines, you're waking up to this, and you're doing research on twin flames. And if you're on this journey and you feel this love, this profound love, something guides you to it. I think when you first start, you're like, what is this? And then you start looking at soulmates. It's like, oh yeah, this is my soulmate. And then you're like, no, it's something far more greater than that. And then you just kind of, you jump into the twin flame. It happens. That's how you realize you're on this journey. You don't look for it. It kind of comes looking for you. And that's primarily with the signs and the syncs. It usually starts with 444. It graduates to 1111. There's all these things that kind of happen that jump out to you that kind of say this is something more than I've ever imagined. But many of you are doing research on this and understanding this. And, hopefully I can give you some guidance and I can give you some coaching on how to get there. But it's not like, unfortunately, it's trending out there, and it's truly not, this Cinderella story. It is really not. Is it a profound love? Absolutely. Is it raw and vulnerable? 100%. But there's things required on this journey. It's not about getting that glass slipper on your foot, believe me. And if you don't endeavor the journey and you don't do what is required, that glass slipper will never be put on your foot. I'm sorry to tell you. Trust in the infinite possibilities. Exactly. Trust. Faith. Believe. Just trust in the infinite possibilities. But again, it's all about love. This journey is about unconditional love, awakening, evolving, higher, getting to your higher consciousness. And many of you don't understand the reasons for this. But just trust. Trust what's in your heart. Your heart will never steer you in the wrong direction. And I always say, if we thought more with our hearts and less with our heads, the world would be a much better place. And lastly, it's hard for them too. It's not easy for the divine masculine. Sometimes the divine feminine gets trapped in their own emotion. It's easy, that's what I call prison. You're prison. You're in your own prison. You're putting yourself in prison. And the only one that's doing it is you. But it's equally as difficult for the divine masculine as well. You're both on this journey. And you both have difficult endeavors throughout the journey. But the divine masculine absolutely loves the divine feminine. It's a love. It's a profound love. So it's hard for them too. I love it. I love it so much. She needed to hear that today. I'm going to do Animal Spirit. These cards are hard to work with, so if one card flips face up, I'll take it. If one falls out, I'll take it. Divine Feminine, always first. Again, just strictly energy. Depends on where you are in the journey. The runner is generally masculine energy, but the reluctance to let go of the obsession of being together is you running from yourself, and you are automatically masculine energy because you're running from yourself with that reluctance to let go. So it's runner chaser throughout the journey. Once you get to that balance, you'll understand. Oh, look at the grasshopper. Oh, he's got a little crown on. She. Calling out to my guardian angels for masculine, please. What is this thing? Oh, Panther. Love it. Never had this card before. Alrighty. Oh, I love it. Number 44. Okay. So we have Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. And it's got this cute little crown on. Oh, it's so cute. I know what this is going to say. It's number 30. If that means anything to you. It says, right now you are poised to jump into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could ever imagine. When Grasshopper Spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. For Grasshopper Spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And has faith in the powers of co-creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await when Grasshopper Spirit appears. You are not going to go backward, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for Spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap. I love it. I love it so much. And again, let go of that fearful ego. Let go, surrender. That's kind of the message of this card today. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Surrender. Once you do, all good things are coming, and you will, you'll a lot of new things will be in store for you. I love it. I love it so much. Beautiful. Love it. Reclaim your power, number 44. I love it so much. 4 is my number. I don't know why I like 4. I just always have. Okay. It says, reclaim your power. It takes courage to face challenges, and right now, Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as you've never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed. You might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are inherited into a new, braver, bolder self. Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes, and your soul wants this. Be bold. I love it. I love it so much. Rebirth, ascension, all good things, courageous. These divine masculines are awesome. You're awesome, divine feminines. You guys are doing the work. I love it. I love it so much. I love this card. It's like the transformation card. Be bold. Stand in your power. You're doing amazing. You're both doing amazing. I'm going to give you one of these cards to take away with you today. Beautiful, beautiful love. I'm just going to make sure I've got everything here. Yeah, I did. I went over the trust. I'll do that while I'm waiting for this. There's some trust issues between the two of you at first. Primarily stems from a broken heart. Previous broken heart. Oh, there's 2. Infidelities in relationships, Okay. One card, please. Okay. Don't have time to fight with these guys, so whatever falls out next, falls out next. Thank you. Usually, one card will come out. Okay, there's 2. You're getting 2 messages. What is that? Okay. There's the front. There's the back. It says 2 hearts merge through an explosion of love. United, they create unlimited wealth. Together, they fulfill their dreams. I love it. I love it so much. 2 hearts merge as one. That's exactly the twin soul, twin flame. Your hearts merge. you know what I'm talking about as you evolve in this journey. It's the most profound, prolific thing that will ever happen to you in your entire life. Again, here it says, the quality of your thoughts equals the quality of life experience. Thoughts are living energies that have enormous influence on what you attract into your life. Think love, and that is what you will attract. I love it. I love it so much. The Anchor card came out. You know, be careful what you attract. Put out into the universe. Whatever you put out comes back. Always adopt an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful that you have a blessing of another day. I love it. I love it so much. And again, thank you so much for the love, the likes, the subs, all the emails, all your kind words. You are amazing, and I love you all so much. And if this resonates, thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please sub. Have a great day, folks.